This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 2% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
I love Ben Riley.
Sorry, Lilith Hellfire. This is right before his big comeback. Welcome to Ultimate Spider Cast, episode 25. This one should have a big holographic cover. I am Phil, and joining me as always.
Hey, y'all, it's Will.
Especially because we're going to be talking some 90s issues. Number 25 should have a nice big shiny holograph or foil cover like our last. Because, what are we talking about?
Oh, the LifeTheft arc.
Yes. Old Vulture, young Vulture. Wait, what's up with Peter Parker's parents? It all gets answered here tonight.
The cover is kind of very hyperbolic, because this is not the most cataclysmic events of Spider-Man's life. I'm sorry.
Well, up to this. The most cataclysmic events you saw coming.
I know, right?
And it all starts with the Vulture's ultimate revenge. You're like, wait a minute, wasn't that last episode in the Spectacular Spider-Man issues?
But wait, there's more.
He's got revenge coming.
Wings of Age. I'm just like, I guess. These titles are something to be desired, but so is Life Theft. But we'll just disregard this because we open in a prison, which is how every issue should open.
On Rikers Island, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I mean, does
this is because of the Lethal Foes of Spider-Man number 4.
Oh, okay, yeah, but I'm just saying
that's where this picks up from.
Shouldn't he be in the vault, or I thought he had?
Well, he was old because he doesn't really have powers. It was all tech based, and they figured. Well, they thought, right?
Yeah, but I guess, but I thought that power pack was giving him cancer and super strength.
Yes, but I think they kind of retconned that in Lethal Foes of Spider-Man number 4 a little bit.
Yeah, well, the strength anyway.
Yeah. So.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Vulture.
It's modifying audio equipment to create this weird electromagnetic device.
Yep.
And I'm just like, okay.
Rips the bars out of his window, and then
after he pins that poor guard to the door of his cell.
I know. And then he
has a makeshift pair of wings, and I was like, why do I get a flashback to Icarus flying too close to the sun on this one?
Isn't it like made out of his bed frame and some sheets?
It's a glorified kite. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, basically, all he had to do was get to a boat that was waiting outside the prison, and all like he was flying all through the city.
Yeah, because, they shorted out, right, like, literally. Of course, if this wasn't a comic book, he'd be in the ocean.
Yeah, it was like Iron Man 1. He went up, came out, and came down.
And so, they're like, woo, don't want you to die before we get paid.
That's right. Pants out of your AARP, old man.
So, he's suffering from cancer still. And, of course, he blames Spider-Man for not letting him die, going out his own way. And then he's like, oh, but I'm going to live forever now, homeboys. It's on like Donkey Kong.
I have a plan.
I was just like, go see Richard Franklin. God, leave poor Spidey alone. So then we cut to Forest Hills, aka Aunt May. She's like, surprised when the detective shows up, that damn Bernard screwed her.
Yeah.
And he's called Peter and he's like ratting her out. He's like, look, I'm stopping the surveillance on your parents. I was harassed by a police officer and I just don't get it. And then Peter's like, why did you hire private eyes to follow my parents? I'm like, they got her wedding date wrong. Duh, suspicious.
Yes, but they had memory loss from years in Russian prison camps, love.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Anyway, so that's what she tells him. She's like, I don't think they're your parents. And then he's thinking Aunt May has gone senile.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, which is plausible at this point. I'm glad they're kind of bringing it up.
I mean, she's been old for 100 years. I mean, yeah.
like 80 at least.
Exactly. And it's just like, I just love, but like from the minute when his parents first appeared, he was all suspicious of them. But then the minute Aunt May gets just suspicious, he's like, how dare you?
Oh, Good old Pete being Pete.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just like, I gotta go. I got other stuff to think about.
I gotta go. I gotta do a little splash panel there.
Little splash panel.
Well, it's the one panel him swinging back into the city, and you didn't even put the logo, the Amazing Spider-Man, in there.
Restraint, bro. Restraint.
I know.
They're like, Mark Badger did such a great job on the cover. We're just gonna tone it down. Can't follow that up at all. Anyway, we see the next morning, Peter and Mary Jane are in their new home. And I'm just like, how can they really afford a brownstone on the Upper East Side? Like really? No, tell me. Secret Hospital is not doing that well. Like, did he borrow money from the Fantastic Four and just didn't tell anybody? I'm just saying.
I mean, the residuals from that book he put out, that good?
I don't think so. It's Pete we're talking about. But anyway, like, every time I see the brownstone, I'm just like, nope, you're living a lie, homeboy.
It didn't even last that long because, that Clone Saga got rolling,
Exactly. And to be fair, it is kind of a fixer-upper. I'll give them that.
Yeah, especially go upstairs in that attic where he has his little spider cave.
Yeah. It was kind of funny when he opens the door and she does this alarm and he's like, yeah!
Well, yeah, I guess he set it to trigger a spider sense like the tracers. I guess he made it strong in case he was, on the other side of the city, but...
Yeah. Jay's like, you're going to have to do it without me. I got a special appearance to do.
At a mall. That's how they buy that brownstone, that mall appearance money.
As any, fading star that has to do a low-budget Comic-Con will tell you, that ain't where the money's at. Oh, yeah. I won't even call out names of the people I've seen that look so miserable at, say, Albuquerque Comic-Con.
I know. That's anytime I go to any con, I just feel bad because I'm just like, I know if you had the money people think you have, you would.
If you didn't have to pay your ex-wife, you would not be here.
If you didn't have an ex-wife or a lawsuit or something,
or gambling debt, yeah.
Legitimate children or something, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah. But anyway, she isn't looking forward to it, so at least there's that realism.
And Pete's like, good, I got something I got to do.
It's like, oh, we're going to Empire State. You're still a student? Are we sure?
Always dropping out and dropping back in.
Convenient plot point is convenient.
And it's like, hello, doctor, who we've never seen before and we'll never see after this.
See again? I know. I was thinking, and we never saw her again. Dr. Benita Sanchez. You know what? They should throw her in a Miles Morales story. Just bring her back.
There you go. But yeah, P wants to know about aging and, its effects on people. Aunt May.
The Juvenator? The Juvenator. Are we sure? This is what we're going to call it. This sounds like a bad 90s infomercial that comes on at 2 o'clock. And it's
I was going to say, it sounds like a juicer or something. They call it juicer.
She's like, so he tells her all about Aunt May. She's like, I can't make an accurate diagnosis without seeing the patient, homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how do you even know that you need a life force of one person to transfer to another? Like, how do you even make a device like that without knowing that? Like,
and she's like, of course we can't be taking human life, so we have to come up with some artificial me,
One more time for the people in the back.
Artificial life force.
That crumbles to dust.
It will be on the table. No, it doesn't crumble to dust. It'll be on the test, people.
Oh God. So anyway.
So then Pete goes to call Mary Jane and it's like, oh yeah, she's at the mall.
Oh, time before cell phones. And they actually have the Twin Towers in the background. You're like, yo, this is old.
Yep.
So, then we kind of cut to Mary Jane at her little thing and she almost gets killed. And I'm just like, boy, fanboys were way too extreme back then. But you know what?
What?
Well, fanboy is actually gender neutral now. Deal with it.
Fanboying is timeless.
It is. But no, like,
the woman can't tell fantasy from reality. She thinks
no soap opera fans. Let me tell you, they are hardcore. So, yeah. So I was just like, that makes sense. Somebody has a soap opera fan in their family, and this was a call out at them.
Oh yeah, everybody has a mom or a grandma or somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that kind of made me chuckle. She says, "Is this what Peter goes through every day?" I'm like, Mary Jane, you're so vapid, but I love you because you're a redhead.
This is what Peter deals with every day. No, sometimes it's the Hulk pounding on him like he did 4 issues ago.
I know, and they give it a call out too. I love it. It's like those
Yep.
vaguely familiar.
So yeah, so Mary Jane almost gets shot for security guard tackles. Yeah.
You know what? She almost gets shot a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's not weird, creepy, rich dude stalking her.
She has crazy fans. Yeah, creepy, rich stalkers.
Poor Mary Jane. Anyway, after that detour for whatever reason we just had, we cut back to Empire State University and the Vulture's trying to steal the Juvenator. Of course, Spider-Man interrupts him and they get into a fight.
Oh, Spider-Man, you must have just been swinging by.
As you do.
Yeah, so Vulture comes flying out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the call out? He's like, oh, gotta stay on my toes, senior citizen or not. The Vulture is one lethal foe.
Yes. I was like, y'all tried it. It's cute. It's cute or whatever.
It's like an unofficial editor's note.
Oh, anyway, by the time after they get into that tussle, by the time he gets back, Vulture's about to use the Juvenator to steal Sanchez's life force. But no, that's not how this happens. Vulture actually grabs him and begins absorbing his life force. And that is where we must leave you for this issue.
Yeah, he's like, why settle for some old scientist lady when I could have a superhuman?
Yeah.
I just love that next issue box. Spider-Man, like you've never seen him before.
Well, unless you read Life Story.
94, Lilith.
I know, I'm just teasing.
You've seen him with 6 arms now.
Ugh. And worst of all.
The next issue, 387, picks up with this one left.
Wait. Did the annual 28 come before or after this? Because I know there's an annual in between here. Somewhere. In the 380s. It would be Spider-Man Annual 28.
Can't remember.
It might have came right after 385, actually. I don't remember. It's the Carnage one?
Oh, maybe. Because, it wasn't 385 the end of that jury arc?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's where it came. It didn't have anything to do with this, but I was just like, there's an annual somewhere in here.
Yeah, because,
I had them, like, all in order, and I was just like, an annual? Okay.
Oh, you store yours chronologically, too?
Yeah. It's just easier that way for me.
It's easier for the reread, too.
Yes. Anyway, so cut to 387. The Theft of Years. The Thief of Years. He looks like Cassidy. He looks like Carnage.
Yeah.
What up, Cletus Jr.?
Looks like Cletus Cassidy and Peter Parker had a baby.
Oh, creepy.
Young Vulture.
So, we open this one.
He says Vulture, opening up with Vulture going, yes!
Yeah, that was a little homoerotic, but we'll move on.
So...
Because he's got, like, the withered body of Spider-Man, and he flies away, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, because Spider-Man's costume's all baggy now, because he kind of shrunk.
As you do when you're old. You'll get there if you're lucky. I was like, God, I'm going to be like 4'2" when I'm old.
Yeah, but don't you shrink when you're old? That's what you are now.
I have at least 1 inch and a quarter.
But then Spider-Man like crawls away all slowly.
I was just like, what is going on? These visuals are too much for me.
And then I just love out of nowhere, just like Spider-Man crawls up to the roof out the window, and the janitor comes in. It's Sanchez is like, what are you doing? And he's like, this janitor, how dare you order me around? Like, hey, what was I thinking? Yeah, I'm just a janitor, whatever. I'm just a janitor.
Red alert.
It's like with the artificial life. Remember this janitor.
Oh, clumsy foreshadowing is clumsy.
I know. I'm like, he was even in the first part. I'm like, they just just crowbarred him in.
Oh God, yeah. And poor old Peter. He's got to figure out what to do.
But he's swinging away. He's like, pulled a muscle. I was like, I mean, I guess he doesn't have I'm like, where were the clothes you were wearing before you changed? I'm like, just changing the clothes. And
he forgot. He's senile. How's it feel, Peter?
Yeah. You're not too quick to judge Aunt May now, are you, Peter?
I think another reason why they decided to do this, honestly.
Exactly.
So he returns to his hideout, and I'm just like, oh, it's not the same one, is it?
No, because that one's been discovered twice already, so.
I mean, come on, let's be real. The villains outside of even Otto is kind of an idiot. He is. He gets caught every single time, so you can't be that smart. Just saying. Yeah,
I guess.
He's just crazy because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Spider-Man will defeat you. It's his book, unless you're superior to Spider-Man.
What, Charlie?
You're basic.
Whatever. Truth hurts. I know. It's okay.
So yeah, the Vulture. This 2 seconds after he gets young, he's like, "Oh, I got a new costume. I made a new costume."
Gotta show off those rippling muscles. It's what you do. I
guess. But yeah, didn't they adapted this for the animated series Young Vulture?
Did they really?
I don't know if they did the whole but I swear at some point they had him get young, or did he get young or was he always young? I forget, but so I don't know if that was kind of a setup.
You can't have old people in animated comic book series. Be serious, Philip.
Oh, what? Spider-Man barely punched anybody in that series. Oh, and look. Well, look who's checking Vulture out while he's changing clothes. Look, it's the janitor.
Yeah.
Well, he got across town pretty quick, because that even says across town.
Yeah, it's funny, because he's ranting and raving, and the janitor shows up, and he's like, you need help?
You need help with that zipper, buddy?
I know, and then meanwhile, an hour later, Spider-Man arrives, and it's like, he sees them carrying the Juvenator out of the science building.
Oh, wait, you're skipping a bunch of stuff.
Oh, sorry.
No, first he goes home, and
sorry.
That's when Mary Jane gets home.
Yeah, like I said, I don't care.
You always thought that. Can you imagine? He takes off because he's like, I didn't want to give Mary Jane any extra worries. But it's like, can you imagine if she's like, I've been shot? Oh yeah, a woman turned into a 100-year-old man. Check and mate.
I know. It's like, that's the thing with MJ. Like, all her problems are so trivial compared to Peter.
I know. Or is she that shallow? He's like, I don't want her to picture me as a 100-year-old man. Even if
that's exactly why he dipped out of there. He knows, especially this era, MJ.
And I have no blue pills.
There weren't even any blue pills. Well, no, there were, but they were all probably in still the testing phase. They were still supposed to be heart medication at this point.
And the Vulture changes into his new green costume, not his old green costume.
Looking like Hobgoblin's brother.
Because think about it. I was talking about this with Charlie on Super Connectivity. Steve Ditko loved the green villains. The Vulture.
He did.
Green, the Sandman wore green shirt. The Scorpion. The Green Goblin.
Even though the Scorpion really shouldn't have been green. You're right.
Ditko loved them green villains. And like Charlie said,
green's the color of money, son.
Charlie's like, primary color, the villain.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah.
And worst of all.
So then in the midst of the fashion show, Vulture starts feeling, looks like he has gas or something. He keels over. Then we see Peter taking the bus to Queens, because that's what old people do.
Yeah. I live in Florida. I know.
And he walks up to Aunt May's window. He's like, oh, wait, what am I doing? I can't talk to her like this.
Oh, she's making a pie. And I'm just like, how, I don't know, Mayberry of her.
You know how many old men that pie has killed, Lilith?
I know, right?
You know how many dead bodies Aunt May has on her tap?
Oh, don't go in that basement.
Willie Lumpkin, is that you? Nathan!
Oh, gosh.
J. Jonah Jameson Sr., is that you?
Screw Lois Lane. Let's get Aunt May a new comic book series. For many loves of Aunt May.
Let's throw her in the Rejuvenator. Oh, don't give Charlie Esser any ideas. He'll be like, oh, don't that.
And we all know that's the only people they're catering to is Charlie Esser in the comic book world at this point.
That's true. It seems like it.
It's something Charlie Esser would like. Let me just put it to you that way. So I guess the Juvenator doesn't last that long because,
Yeah. Well, yeah, because Peter
he didn't kill him all the way, I guess.
Well, no. Well,
is that how that works?
They both return to their normal ways, and Peter's like, hey, I'm young again. It was only temporary.
He's like, now let me go find that old-ass Vulture and kick his butt.
That's right. Almost made my hot supermodel wife leave me. How dare he?
Yeah.
And that's when, the Vulture's all ranting and raving because he's old again, and that's when the janitor's like, there's little I can help you.
Oh, God.
Why
would you accept help from a stranger? Danger, bro. Stranger danger.
I guess it's the only one who's willing to help him. So Peter puts on his Spider-Man suit, goes back to ESU, and sees guys loading the Juvenator into a truck, and they're just like, we're not stealing it, we're just moving it.
You know what I was thinking about? How we were just joking about how he drops in and out of Empire State University?
Yeah.
Like, technically at this point, if you count from like Amazing Spider-Man 28, it's been 9 years since he graduated high school. Even, he should be like almost done with his PhD or something. I don't know, like.
Well, I think, did he get a doctorate? He got something, but then Otto did the rest of the work, but then they could accuse him of plagiarizing Otto's work.
Yeah. So he shouldn't even be allowed back into a school after that, but we're just gonna move on.
Yeah. So Peter's sitting there thinking, wait, what were these guys told to move this by the doctor? And then this one, the Vulture just shows up shooting at him. He's like, no, keep moving.
A gun, the great equalizer.
They sidearm that can blast through metal. It's a pew.
It's a pew pew.
And that's when the Vulture's screaming at him, you should have let me die when I wanted to, wall crawler. From our last episode, Spectacular Spider-Man 188.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta have mercy.
That's when Spider-Man gets all mature and says, hey, sticks and guns may bruise my buns, but unconscious guys will never hurt me. Huh?
Remember, 9 years after high school at this point. Just remember that.
And this is like 31 or 32 years after the Vulture's first appearance. He finally figures out to put a helmet on.
Yeah. Well, not everybody was as invested in the Vulture story. Like you said, we just literally covered his origin.
So they're grappling, but then Spidey sees that they're grappling. Remember that. Then the truck's getting away, so Spidey shoots a spider tracer at the truck.
But those spider tracers were going to be out of range. You just know it.
Yeah. So, but then the Vulture kicks him away, and Spidey's about to go after him, but hears a scream, so he swings up to the lab and sees 2 Dr. Sanchez's.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them.
That janitor could have nothing to do with this, could he? Because the one with the gun throws the other Dr. Sanchez out the window.
Out the window.
And Spidey catches her by the arm with his webbing.
She's like, you gotta get back to the Juvenator.
She hits the wall. He's like, sorry about that, Doc. She's like, oh, better oomph than splat. I would have been like, better oomph than snap.
No. It was still too soon, Philip. We didn't need to be reminded.
Right, it's only been 20 years, yeah, at this point.
They went out of their way to not mention Gwen. You ever notice that? Out of their way.
Oh, well, they were waiting. They're in the clone saga, especially when that clone Gwen showed up. They mentioned they must have mentioned at least 3 or 4 times, him not catch, the whole bridge thing.
Yeah. They were waiting for the right time to bring that one home.
Oh, yeah. So remember, I think we discussed this cliche, so he can't get hit off that spider tracer. So who does he go see? Ben Urich.
Yeah.
We've said I think he went to him once or twice during Electro Month. He's gone to him before.
Yeah, I mean, Peter should really get his own NYPD connections. But I guess after, the whole Stacy thing, he doesn't want to do that.
He's like, oh, I know he's working with Daredevils.
Yeah. Peter's like, and he doesn't tell Ben why he needs the information. He's like, I'll be back for it later. You better have it. Basically, that's what he says.
But to end it, he goes to Aunt May's house.
Yeah.
And after months and months, like we're saying, after like months and months of being suspicious of his parents until Aunt May starts getting suspicious, then he's like, what? How dare you? He just decides to reveal his identity to his parents. Is that like a big FU to Aunt May? Because it's like his parents have been gone for like how many years? He reveals himself but like Aunt May's been here the whole time and he still hasn't told her he's Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or was this like a big subtle, not so subtle hint that the parents are gonna be.
It doesn't matter. They won't be here too long. Yeah. That's exactly how I took it. I was like, there's too much suspicion and he's just done this. Okay, cool.
Especially the way this ends, because he he tells them, and then Aunt May comes up. He's like, "Don't tell Aunt May. She's acting weird."
He thinks he can't trust Aunt May of all people.
So then he jumps out the window and like swings away, and they're just like, "I was surprised. You know what this means, don't you?" Of course, dear. Don't be silly. Peter has to die.
We gotta kill him.
What? Gotta kill him. No, I hate spiders, dear.
Splat.
So then we get to the double-sized foil cover 388.
Such a random number to have a foil cover.
What's the conclusion, Lilith? You get all the answers about his parents and
I know.
two villains.
Also, that was the charm of back in the day. A lot of the time, it was no rhyme and reason to a issue being double-sized or having a foil cover. We just freaking felt like it, so we did it.
And it's like,
have a shark with some freaking laser beams on its head. We don't care.
And who produced this issue? It's like Sony, because we get two villains. The Vulture.
It's not like it's the first time. Like we've said this a couple of times. Like the villains kind of overshadow Peter a lot. So it's kind of natural that the movies do that fatal mistake too.
I know.
But they don't have as much time to explore it either as, say, a 3-issue or a 6-issue comic book arc. So I think that's something they also forget.
Yeah.
The sadness of truth.
Because we get the truth this issue. And it's so funny because the Vulture's just throwing a temper tantrum in the beginning of the issue.
Yeah.
He's face to face.
Life model decoys.
He's face to face with the evil Dr. Sanchez, who hit the button on her belt buckle. And of course, for those of you who've never read a Spider-Man book, it's the Chameleon.
That's for those of us who have never.
I mean, I know Kirby Esser figured this out 15 minutes ago, so.
Yeah.
The minute we said, hey, there's two.
Well, because that's the thing though. It's like, yeah, it's kind of weird that like the Chameleon and like Peter's parents are like kind of seared together in my memory or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they were.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they fully go into why in this issue, but of course, where did Peter go? He went now that he's young again. He went straight home.
Got to see about a girl named Mary Jane.
Now he tells her about him being old, and he's like, but don't worry, I looked exactly the same. Don't worry.
She's like, unfortunately, when we got married, this is the kind of thing I signed up for.
And he's just like, I know you were shot out, but I gotta go. Aunt May's all convinced Mom and Dad are space aliens. No, not aliens.
Close enough.
Yeah.
And I like Mary Jane. She's like, God, I picked the wrong time to quit smoking.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, back in Jersey, Chameleon explains why he was spying on Dr. Sanchez to learn about the Juvenator device. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. I've been working. Yeah. Because, again,
so it's kind of Like they want to be like the Riddler and Penguin?
Why no? I mean, this is probably like at least the second or third time in the 80s and 90s Chameleon tried to be like the crime boss in New York.
It's like Chameleon. That's not what you're here for. It's not your shtick, bro.
I mean, late 80s, there was an ongoing thing in Spectacular and Web where he was impersonating Jameson for a while.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like you know, it's an artificial process, and it works, and it'll work permanently by draining artificial life. And I'm just like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, because the Vulture's like, yeah, it worked, but only for like 3 hours. Yeah, it's the Chameleon's like, it was an artificial process. When an artificial life works better.
One more time for the people in the back.
Really enough now. Once again, people, that's like the secret word this issue.
Take a drink. Take a drink.
Artificial life.
So, yeah, meanwhile, in Queens, Peter's like trying to convince Aunt May to see a specialist.
He's like, yeah, I just want you to take some tests that, you know, are you seeing stuff that's not real? Really? He's like,
so condescending, bro. Like, I can't.
She's like, you think I'm losing my mind? And that's when his parents walk in. Hey, what's up, Pete?
We got a surprise for you.
Yeah, come with us.
And then his like spider sense is going off, and he's like, oh crap. I've been a total dick. Aunt May was right.
He's like, oh man, my spider sense is going. I just told them.
He's like, no. I can't do that. Me and Aunt May got something to do.
I was gonna show Aunt May the thing over there. Yeah, we'll be right.
The thing at the place way over there.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah. We'll be.
Yeah.
So yeah, they start walking away, and he tells Aunt May, he's like, go to our apartment, stay with Mary Jane.
Don't come back until you hear from me.
And she's like, what? And she was like, what's this mean? I don't know yet. That's when the parents are standing there all sinister looking on the porch.
Yeah.
Our primary programming was completely sublimated until triggered by acquisition of data on Spider-Man's true identity. That's why the spider sense didn't go off until now. Even they didn't know what they were until now. And if they can't bring Spider-Man to the master within 24 hours, they're to take the info itself. But even Mama Robot's like, are you sure we're doing the right thing? He seems like such a nice boy.
Well, just a long, deep sigh for all of this. Like, stop crowbarring major story arcs with these, like, recurring villains. Like, either let it all be about the parents or not.
Yeah, but if they're going to be robots, they got to be somebody's handiwork.
I know. I know.
I guess Otto was busy.
Apparently. Because that makes the most sense. But we'll just, yeah. So, yeah, we're stuck here talking about the Juvenator heist.
Well, Spider-Man makes it to that den of evil known as New Jersey.
Of course. I mean, I heard they have an evil villain called the Professor there or something.
Oh! You'd be in trouble if you listened to these.
I know.
But yeah, I guess Ben Ure came through with the license plate number off that truck.
Finally.
And once he got close enough, Pete got his spider sense tingle. And then...
Oh, he finally discovers that his old foe, the Chameleon's back at it again.
Well, he says, even ever since I saw two Dr. Sanchez's, I figured the Vulture might be working with even Pete's like, the audience. Yeah, I figured out it was the Chameleon when I saw two.
Sure you did, Pete. Sure you did.
And that's when one of the guys tells the Chameleon, your operatives have arrived. And he's like, Vulture. Here we go. Kill two birds with one stone. Here's your artificial life.
You mean bring life to a bird with two stones? Or
oh, nice. Yes, I'm sorry. You're all right.
Artificial constructs made from the same technology as his shape-shifting powers.
Yep, and so I can give you artificial life and the identity of Spider-Man. This victory is a personal gift.
He's like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, everything just goes back to Craven at this point. I'm so sick of hearing about Craven at this point.
Craven.
It's just like, Craven had like a magical golden penis or what? Like, I don't even know. Everybody's trying to avenge Craven.
I don't know. Ask Calypso.
Oh, yeah. She was definitely dickmatized. Wait, can I say that? I think that's a medical term. It'll be okay. Dong is a medical term. Yes, dong is a medical term. There's your clean drop. Medical term. Anyway,
so then the chameleon's like, oh, so I guess you have my information. And again, Mama Robot's like, I'm not sure we should. And Dad's like, shut up.
As you do.
And he kind of gives him the info. He's like, we found out that Peter Parker is... Oh, yeah.
Not the daddy.
Yeah, because the chameleon was telling the Vulture, I sent them as Peter Parker's parents because there must be some connection between Peter Parker and Spider-Man since he takes so many pictures of him.
Yeah, everybody figures that out. It's like, king of the selfies, calm the hell down.
Nobody makes that last leap. Have you seen?
I guess it was kind of hard to believe back then that, people could take pictures of themselves. I don't know.
Peter Parker's a schlub. He couldn't be Spider-Man, but he has that hot supermodel wife.
She's Spider-Man.
Oh, don't joke. There's an annual where then somebody.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. I'm like, really, bro?
I'd be okay with that. Like in a Spider-Gwen way in a different dimension. I'd be okay with that. I mean, not the main 616, but in a far distant universe that we only visit like once every 10 years. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, but not as masquerading as a man. I mean, come on, Mary Jane.
I mean, Peter's very svelte, and that's the point of the mask. He could be anybody, even a girl. Just saying.
I don't think his lungs are that well developed.
It's called pecs, bro. Pecs.
So Spider-Man comes flying out of the ventilation shaft, interrupting Daddy. Because look, it's like, we found out Peter Parker is, and then of course, Spider-Man.
Oh, this was just so...
And then Vulture, thinking he's so smart, he's like, I found the spider tracer on the truck and got rid of it. And Chameleon's like, wait a minute, you got one on your back too, idiot.
I know.
Because remember, they were grappling.
It's like Peter sometimes. Sometimes you do something good, sometimes.
And then, Daddy Robot's still trying to tell the secret. Mom shuts him up. That's when the cannon fodder comes in and gets beaten one panel.
As you do.
And that's when Chameleon takes out the magic remote control and turns Daddy into a T-1000.
So, I just want to hop to the end of this. Like, the Vulture turns into like this weird zombie thing and he's just like an empty shell.
Because it's artificial, Lilith. Artificial life.
Yeah, that was a really crappy end to that arc.
Well, I think that was the whole MacGuffin. They wanted to. It's the 90s. They had to make them all young and
buff,
motionless. Yes, and buff. So Mama Robot's trying to help him. The Chameleon makes his escape because the next arc is when Spider-Man just goes after a Chameleon.
Hopefully, it's better than when he was looking for the Green Goblin.
That one. Oh.
Just saying, he doesn't really unless the plot calls for it.
Well, but Mama, Spider-Man's battling the Dad Robot, and then Mom electrocutes Dad Robot.
Yeah.
But then the Vulture gets his artificial life from Mom.
She loves him.
I love you. Beep boop beep.
And I don't, this story is contained in Spider-Man 45 or whatever.
Pursuit. Yeah, it runs through it ran through all the Spider-Man titles the next month. Yeah, that's him he was pissed going after the Chameleon, be like, how dare you bring my parents back?
And just for fun, because it's a double-sized issue, we do have the Lost Days. And of course, we got Venom in that one, so that's nice.
Oh yeah, because there was 2 different issues. Right before Venom showed up, there were 2 issues of Web of Spider-Man where they show a mysterious figure trying to kill Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Although, you know what I heard recently?
What?
I guess the original plan was Venom wasn't going to be Brock.
Really?
It wasn't even going to be a man. They were going to make it a woman at first, and I guess some of the higher ups were like, no, we can't do that.
Well, later on they did do Lady Venom, so
yeah. But I guess the original Venom was supposed to be a woman. It was going to be something like, I don't know, she was in a cab going into labor, and like she couldn't make it to the hospital in time because of a Spider-Man fight. So like she loses the baby or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yikes.
Yeah.
No, I'm so glad they didn't go that route. That's a little dark for a Spider-Man story.
Yeah. And then I heard, like, I guess Brock wasn't, like, the reason he's all buff is because, like, when they first, like, when Todd McFarlane first was designing him, he didn't know there was going to be a guy in the suit. He thought it was just going to be, like, a giant monster or something.
Oh, that actually makes it, well,
yeah.
Plus Todd McFarlane likes to draw buff dudes. That's just his thing. I mean, when you draw superheroes, you want to do peak human performance, so I get it. And it's a little grotesque, too, especially with Venom, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah, I'm glad we're done with that. I was so sad for Pete, though, the first time I read it. I was like, he can't have anything nice.
Oh, but then Lilith, as if that Venom backup story wasn't enough, I mean, you're paying a whole $2.95 for this, so of course, did you read the last backup story? Cardiac and Chance?
Yeah. Ridiculous. That one was just like, hey, here's something extra for fun.
Mm-hmm. But no, I mean, did you ever read the next arc after this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know if we should spoil that, because I mean, I know we ain't getting to that this year, but...
Yeah, this year, because Philip has the rest of the year planned out.
Hey, I'm on Quantum Zone, but no, but I mean, yeah, because Spider-Man next arc is him chasing after Chameleon and like keeps himself from killing himself. And guess who put the thought of sending the fake parents in the Chameleon's ear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Another green Ditko villain.
And worst of all,
another green Ditko villain gobbling it up.
Poor Pete.
So I know this arc was like pure 90s cheese, but like, what did you give it?
It's a B-. You know, it was just a little too much going on. Like the Vulture, like got shortchanged in this one. You know, a little bit.
Yeah, well, once the Chameleon made his way in, yeah, kind of got upstaged, especially, and the revelation about the parents, it was like...
Yeah, well, we all knew something was up with that.
Oh,
but it's just like life model decoys. Like, it's always, it's either a clone or a life model decoy.
I know.
Or you were in Tahiti, whatever.
Once they revealed the parents, it was just like, oh, yeah, Vulture, you're still here?
Exactly. Like, why did we need you?
Yeah, that's what they should have, like, he should have captured the Vulture by, like, the end of the second issue, and then like, you know, there should have been some
because it should have, yeah, it's kind of took away from the emotional impact.
And tracking down the chameleon, and yeah, it should have just been like the Chameleon and the parents. Although I guess then maybe the Vulture wouldn't have, you know, got all buff. It's his steroids, bro. But yeah, it was pure cheese. I don't know. I think
but the art was good, and I really dug how the construction, like it wasn't a slog to get through because like the way the panels kind of just forced you to keep going.
Because it's Mark Bagley, yeah, he's like my Spider-Man artist, yeah. That's why I probably graded higher. I'd say B or B plus, but yeah, like I love that art. Make even the silliest story like
exactly,
which he did.
See, I think a lot of people don't really understand, like, it's comic books. It's art. It's sequential art. It's what makes or breaks it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, like, sometimes I get kind of annoyed when they just throw any old, like, artist with a writer. It's like, no, they should really, like, have, like, a flow and a vibe for each other, because once that maximum synergy is achieved, great things happen.
Oh, yeah, because it's like... I mean,
like say Grell and Hester, like
at least
any other artists with that, I don't know. Might not have worked.
At least one of those two has to be great. Because I mean, if you get like a horrible artist and a so-so writer, or vice versa, you're just like, ugh.
Yeah. And I think like toward the early aughts, they really did kind of like pick up on that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So, anything else this episode?
No, we can wrap it up.
Because you know it's next episode, right?
What?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
Ew. Yeah, that's right. I've done the impossible. Lilith Hellfire's going to talk about an MCU movie.
Well, it's it's Spider-Man, so I kind of have to. I mean, I did see it.
Yeah.
In theaters. Like, after not having seen Spider-Man 3, Amazing Spider-Man 1, or Amazing Spider-Man 2 in theaters. It was the first Spider-Man movie in a long time that I saw in theaters.
Are we going to do a review or a live watch?
It depends on what day we get to it. I'll let you know.
I was going to say, if we do a review, you know what else we should talk about?
What?
The scene from Civil War when he first shows up at the airport.
Okay, yeah.
Because, I mean, that was actually like his first appearance in the MCU was in that movie.
Yeah.
Tony Stark.
A movie
Tony Stark trying to get with Aunt May.
Yeah. I think I only literally saw that part of the movie for Civil War.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think, did I watch Civil War?
I mean, it wasn't bad because, I mean, that was the first appearance of Black Panther in MCU, too.
Yeah, I did. Oh, you know what? I think I did watch at least the second half of the movie. I fell asleep during the first half.
Okay, Rob Southgate.
Is what it is. You didn't need any of that setup. You just need to get to the battle.
I know, but they introduced Black Panther, they introduced Spider-Man in the MCU.
All that stuff you can see on YouTube. Just saying.
Isn't your browser full already?
I mean, that's why I have like 4 computers. It's fine. 2 Macs and 2 PCs. It's fine.
The Chinese and the Russians have nothing on you.
Feel the burn. Feel the burn.
All right, let's get out of here. All right, everyone. So, yes, send us your thoughts on the Vulture. Again, send us your thoughts on Spider-Man Homecoming because we'll be talking to that next episode. You can hear your thoughts live here. capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Ultimate Spidercast, @ULT Spidercast on Twitter, Instagram, Capes and Lunatics, or CL Sidekicks. The voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And if we're not here, we're at the mall. And swing on by and check out capesandlunatics.org and the Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to hang out with me on the interwebs, you can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire and on the gram @Lilith Hellfire86. Dong is a medical term. I gave you a nice clean drop. And just for posterity, dong is a medical term. Fight me, nerds.
Oh, the ultimate drop. No, the drop will live up to that one. All right. So, thank you, everyone, and thank you, Lilith Hellfire. Again, come back next time. Lilith Hellfire talks an MCU movie. So, grandkids, you were there for it.
And I'm nice about it.
Take your vitamin in, keep yourself all rejuvenated up, and swing on back.
The whip?